Yeehaw! I'm RDR, and welcome back to our adventure on Tiny Rails. Now, as you know, when we last left off, we were on route to Raleigh, North Carolina, where we finally arrived. And now we're going to continue our tiny adventure on our tiny rails. So the first thing I'm going to do is probably roll for gumballs, see if I can get any more of the cars. I got a gold, so that probably means a rare. Oh, a modern outhouse. A porta-john, if you will. It's also a rare, and it increased the facilities. So I'll probably include that one. Another rare? Another rare. The candy passenger car. Oh, looks like a gingerbread house. It also increased facilities, entertainment, comfort, and food. So I'll probably get rid of, let's see here, gingerbread engine and caboose, plus 2 passengers when using. So whenever I get the gingerbread stuff, I can incorporate this, and it'll give me plus 2. Does this one have any unique? I didn't read. I don't know. They might have unique features or not. We had the veggie car. We had the fruit car, now we have the veggie car. All it does is increase food. And I guess max cargo. Let's see what this last one is, if we can get it. Freight car. It just increases max cargo. So it seems like you can't get or roll doubles. I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just low likelihood of getting doubles with these lower levels. But I haven't gotten any doubles yet. Let's see. So we're gonna take off the Old West food car. We're going to incorporate our gingerbread car. Yes, my train's full. Oh. So it's max passengers, entertainment, comfort, food. This just does cargo. I have plenty of cargo, as is. And I need more facilities. So I'm going to put in the modern outhouse for the oil tanker. So the gingerbread house and the yellow passenger car have plus 2 passengers when you're using their specific engine and caboose. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. Okay, so we're done here. Now we're going to do some upgrades. Definitely want, I think I'll just get all the 150s. Because I can afford it. And from here, what's our quest again? Oh, Columbus, Ohio. That's right. And we should be en route. En route. Yes, we are. Through Charleston. And that's the next. So we'll depart from here. All aboard. Now I'll have to say, after playing this game for some time, I think they did a wonderful job. And you can tell just based on the way it plays and the way it looks that there's a lot of love that was put into this game. But on top of that, they thought of a ton of small things for you to work on. I mean, for one, incorporating the fact that you have to collect coins as you travel, that keeps you engaged. It has beautiful scenery with small surprises that you can click on, like that helicopter in our previous video, and the monster that we were supposed to take a picture of and we messed up. But, so I mean, I think they just did a wonderful job with this. And I can't wait to see what else they've incorporated into this game when we get further on. I know one other thing that they kind of included in this game that I thought was really neat was the... Not under the function... What was that? Hold on. Oh, the Queen Alien. That's a cute little Easter egg that they threw in there. From, I forget which movie it was. It wasn't Alien Covenant. I don't know. I don't know my Alien movies very well. So you'll have to forgive me on that one. I'm sure someone in the comments can kind of help me out. Yeah, I'm not big into scary movies, and I know Alien movies are kind of in between. They're not really quite the horror movie you'd expect. They're more of an action horror film, but I don't know, they always got to me. But anyway, the other thing I was going to say is that they've included, even in where is it? Auto depart. They have an auto depart function that allows you to, if you want to just sit back and relax, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the game, or if you wanted to grab a snack or something and sit and play at the same time, the train will arrive at the destination and take off by itself, and it'll do all the normal things that it needs to do, like let passengers off, bring passengers on, and you'll earn money just doing it that way. And it kind of lets you enjoy how peaceful this game is. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll take my own advice, kind of enjoy the tranquility of this night, and I'll bring you guys back in when we make it to Charleston. Oh, we missed that secret. It was off screen. But anyway, we're almost here at Charleston anyway, so... The hustle and bustling city of Charleston, West Virginia. Which I will say, I've been to West Virginia. Oh. And Charleston Capitol Building. Must be this. Yep, it is. I was gonna say I've been to Charleston, and it is a pretty large city, but not quite this much of a city. In fact, most of West Virginia is pretty rural, except for Morgantown and Charleston. Okay. $286. Not really much to do there, but there is honey, so we'll take that. They're looking for fish, I assume. So 2 passengers departed here, earned 171. Oh. We collect $250 from the Charleston Capitol Building and $50 from the airdrop. So there's quite a few more secrets that we have to find. Okay. So now I'll save up and get the caboose and the engine. So we'll be on our way. All aboard. And I think our next destination is Columbus. Yes, it is Columbus, Ohio. Toledo, Pittsburgh. USA East Depot. Talk to Mr. Higgs to activate the quest to repair this depot. Click his picture when you see it appear. Okay. So that might be the next thing we'll try to do. Haven't quite decided. I'm also very interested in the East Factory. %50 completion in the... Oh! There's a stone in our way. More free cargo. I absolutely love it. But the other thing this game kind of reminds me of is back when I was in West Virginia, I actually was able to go on a train ride, and it was one of the old-fashioned steam trains, and they have a couple historic areas that we were kind of sightseeing. And this is the first time that I'd ever been on an old coal train before, and it didn't quite go very well. We had been in some of the older buildings, and we had seen one of the small films that they had about kind of the restoration process and what the trains used to be like and how they were all over at one point, and they kind of talked a little bit about the steam trains and the process that goes into fueling them and keeping them running, some of the maintenance involved. But so then the next thing we did was hop on the train, and we were riding along, and all of a sudden my face got really itchy, so bad so that I was sitting there just scratching it, and it was so bad I was digging into my face, and there was parts that were really red, almost to the point of bleeding. And then I didn't notice at the time, but I could kind of hardly see out of my left eye. And luckily I was with my family, and they turned around and looked at me, and at that time I started coughing, and they realized I was having an allergic reaction. And we have no idea what I was allergic to at the time, whether it was the mold in the buildings, or the mildew, or the coal and soot from the steam train, or the coal train. And it got so bad that my left eye swelled shut. My right eye was swollen to the point where I just had a little slit I could barely see out of. And my parents had to run up to the front of the train to get a Benadryl and an EpiPen and basically perform quick emergency care. That way my throat didn't swell up and I didn't go into an anaphylactic shock or anything like that. I mean, it was a scary moment, but at the same time, I hate to say it was one of the fondest memories I really have, because even though it was really scary, I still enjoyed myself, and I kind of sit back and I laugh about it now. And it's one of the reasons why I really enjoy trains, and I kind of enjoy this kind of game, because it reminds me of stuff like that. So, plus I have plenty of stories. I have a ton of stories about getting hurt and doing something stupid and things that I probably should have tried to avoid in my life, but at the end it just gives you better stories to talk about. So, but anyway, we have to haul some automotive parts to Detroit, and if we keep up this pace, we'll be able to travel to USA South in no time. Okay. So 2 departed, we made 83. We'll fix them up. Oh, it's raining, so you don't have to clean them. That's the other thing I completely forgot about, was that I forgot that is an added feature. At least I think it is. That when it's raining, you don't have to clean the trains as regularly, because obviously the rain washes away a lot of the grime and muck and mud. So I think that's pretty neat too. But anyway, we made it to Columbus. Our next stop is Detroit. Set the waypoint. And we'll be heading to Detroit right now. So, all aboard. Oh God, I had no idea. If you click the sun, you can make it fall right out of the sky. That was pretty neat. So there's another secret that we unlocked. Third rock from the sun. I was trying to click the birds. See if they did anything. Oh, here comes the helicopter. Okay, we knew about that one. Oh, we forgot to sell our cargo. Oh, crap. I guess we'll do it in Detroit. So I'll see you guys there. And welcome to Motor City. Birthplace of the automobile. Auto parts are delivered, good stuff. Now on to the next stop. Uh-oh, that's no good. I hate to say that, but the train controls aren't responding. What do we do? Did somebody call for a mechanic? Have no fear, Sophia is here. Thank goodness. That is such a relief, but how could you possibly know we needed help? My mechanic sense was tingling. Chica, or she sabotaged our train back in Columbus, and she beat us here. So give me a minute to see what's wrong here. Ah, there's your problem. Let me just adjust this and tighten this bolt. Bam! Train fixed. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Hey, no problem. Not a train built that I can't fix. Gotta say, this is a nice vehicle you've got here. With porta potties. You know what? I think we should work together. All you need to do is turn my service on and I'll boost the train's top speed by 20%. Think of all the extra passengers you could pick up if you've got the gold. Give it a try. I actually think I will turn that one on. The other ones are more of a nuisance, but can be handled. So, I'll make this girl the fastest train on rails. Thank you, Sophia. I'm sorry for accusing you of breaking our train in Columbus and beating us to Detroit. Let's see. We might as well buy this. Steam engine. See, this is the kind of train that I was talking about. 2 extra gold at stations if using steam caboose. Okay. That's the kind of train that got me deathly sick to the point that I couldn't see or breathe. But anyway, so now we made it. Now we're going to Boston. To Boston. My Boston accent's horrible. Boston. Set waypoint. So we have a long journey ahead of us to get to Boston. But that's okay. Nothing too big or too small for our tiny rails. Okay, but I think that's going to do it. So I'd like to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay angry.